All right, am I live? Am I live? What's up, guys? What's up, everybody? How is life? Hopefully things are not too loud. I still have to fix a lot of this stuff, but I haven't gotten around to it. It sounds different on my I don't know what to call it. It's like a soundboard or something. It sounds different on there compared to Streamlabs because there's a compressor. So it's always weird and different. I'll tell you that. Let me just set up my stuff. So there's probably a lot of people commenting that aren't members, but I appreciate all comments until we get to that point. Good morning, everyone. Let's see. Members only. I think I just put that. I also need to add the thumbnail, whatever thumbnail it is. Not private. Yeah, we'll be to that point. You have to set it up. So, also streaming on Twitch. If you're interested in following me over there, please do so. It does help out a lot. Let's see. Something with Ethereum. Ethereum is really moving. I mean, I'm so upset with that, but also excited at the same time because it shows what the high is. So let's see. That should be good enough. Alrighty then. All right, we got 55 people, 16 likes. Make sure you guys hit that like button. It does help out a lot. I want to bring up Twitch so that I know what's going on over there. Hopefully we don't have any, we do have volume on. Before we get things moving, give me a second. All right, so we are live over there. If you want to follow me on Twitch, definitely do that. All right. Digging the new setups. Sounds great too. Okay, good. I mean, I'm away from the mic. If I get too close, it starts to sound a little loud, but I need to fix a lot of things because I want to be closer. Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Cage. You're not first. Tom was first. That's why you said damn. Cool view. Thank you for saying so. Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Ismail. Not private. Let's see. Wall Street Bet's talking about Clove and Viacom. They're talking about pushing it, or are they just talking about like just having a conversation on it, like what's happening with them? They're talking about Nokia as well. Nokia was making a little bit of a move compared to a lot of other things. Was it Friday? Good morning, peeps. Gonna be a beautiful week. I hope you're right. I mean, I've seen some videos, some analysis. I like to get other perspective on the stock market, different stocks, how they're going to move for this week. What are their predictions? Even though this is like 100% not predictable because it moves the opposite direction that people say it's going to move. You say, oh, it's going to increase to $15, and it ends up, decreasing to $9. So yeah, I am extremely cold right now. Now in a long sleeve, the fireplace is running. Nicholas, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that a lot. Good morning, Ryan. Last night, I was doing a stock talk on my other channel, the Perry Experience. We were doing basically different talks about crypto, stocks, investments, all of that stuff over on that channel while I was gaming. So multitasking. If you're interested in that, definitely go ahead and subscribe. I think it's a great channel, at least, and it's not because I created it. Let's see. Here it is, the Perry Experience. We started as a podcast, which we do have our podcast. Me and my wife, we have our podcast. We're going to start that up whenever, but I'm going to bring other people in there, maybe my brother. We could talk about different things because he doesn't know much about investing, and it's great to be able to spread that information and also just to talk about a lot of other things in the world. But yeah, we do a lot of, reaction videos, stock talks as well, while I'm live streaming. And yeah, I think it's a good bet, Let's see. Good morning from Colorado. Hopefully the squeeze happens today, but holding regardless. Yeah, I don't know if the squeeze will happen today. I would say that we're gonna see. I hope we see some really good pushes. But I can't say it's going to happen today. I mean, typically you're going to see a calm before the storm, and it can happen out of nowhere. It could be a completely flat day. Everybody could take their eyes off of it, and then all of a sudden it pops up. That's what it did before. That's what GME did from that $46 mark all the way up to 200, then decreased and went up to 300 or 350. So you did see that massive spike out of nowhere, and it wasn't even like to where everybody said, all right, we're going to pump this thing. It was probably because hedge funds decided they were going to cover a lot of their short positions, and they did, so I can't really say that it's going to happen today, right? And it's not predictable it's going to happen today, but like you said, you're holding regardless. You can't make heads or tail if it's a push or not. Yeah, that's where it's tricky, because you don't want to just get into something where it's not a push. I mean, sometimes it doesn't hurt to put something in there, especially that has a lot of, push behind it or potential, and then you'll be good, but you have to wait and see. Thanks, Matt. Excited to be a part of the team. Love the new setup. All right. Thank you for saying that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Once I bought the green screen, I was really, really hype about it to see how it's set up, and it was pretty easy. So really happy with it. Really happy with it. I do have to shine a little bit more light on me. So if I seem like orange, yeah, it's because there's more light on me, and the more light there is, the Logitech ends up taking it as like an orange color or something. So I don't know. Let's see. Harvey Richards, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. AMC prediction for this week. AMC is so tough to predict, but I would say that I would like to see positive movement. Just because we are seeing negative movement now doesn't mean that doesn't show grounds for reversal, and we might see a pop in volume. The only thing is that we're not seeing volume today, which is a Monday. It's understandable. Mondays, Fridays tend to be a little bit down in volume. People want to get out of their positions because they don't want to hold over the weekend. They also want to see how the week is going. So a lot of people are not buying yet. They want to see if it's going to be a down week. So usually the end and the beginning of the week are going to be more like, less volume, I guess. But I would say if I had to give a positive prediction, I could say that we're going to, hit that $12, $13 market. Would love to see 15. But a positive prediction would be there. If I was looking at a negative prediction, we'll probably see that drop to like $9, but that's probably the lowest position that I would believe it would get to. But again, hoping for something positive. So my prediction is more of a just an opinion, kind of the out of the blue opinion. You're not really seeing too much that can tell you. It goes against all patterns that you would see. So that's what I have for you. Hopefully that's good enough. It's just so tough to predict this stuff, It's so tough to predict this stuff. I want to be able to predict it. I mean, there's a lot of different positions that I can show swing trade predictions, but even those don't follow, fundamentals, don't really follow the movements that you would normally see or typically see. And that's where it ends up being a little bit tricky. And I think with most situations, if it ends up going against you a lot, you just get stopped out for a loss, and then you go on about your day. You know what I mean? So some positions that I'm really looking on trading today to get a little bit of a movement here, probably I'm probably looking at DraftKings as a 100 share buy today, and looking to gain about $100-$200 from it as it does get to its low. So I'm going to look for some opportunities there. Anything that I buy today, I'm not going to hold overnight. So this is more of the day trade. I'm not going to hold any more positions. As you know, I'm holding a lot of positions. Let me go ahead and do something here. Cancel that. I had to hum. Some people can figure out what your password is just based on the sound. So yeah, there's some positions that, you know, a lot of them are red, right? And some of them are more red than what they should be. Like AMC actually should be close to positive, actually above positive, because my cost basis is $9.50. But they bought in, the average price was what it was when it got transferred over into this position or this account. So it's showing $10.20 when it should be a lot lower. So I want to sell some of these positions. ZNGA, I don't want to hold. GE, I don't want to hold. AR, I don't want to hold. ADT, I don't want to hold as well. But a lot of other positions I'm good with. SOS, I need that to go up to $4.80 in order for it to break even, which I am seeing that. You know, I want to see that push up to about $8. For me, I'm going to sell it somewhere around $6.50. All I need is a middle of the road climb. We have 200 people in here, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. It does help out the channel a ton. Seriously. Good morning, Matt. There it is. Good morning, Apes AMC to the moon. I'm right there with you. Dropping them Doges. I mean, Doge is making some moves. Color light turns Matt into Simpsons character. That's funny. I'll take 15 or 9, either holding and anticipate or gobbling up more at. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm looking at. I mean, I can definitely take up, you know, grab some more at 9 and watch it increase. But I also want to grab some GME, so I want that to kind of increase. I kind of want this to be a negative day because I want to grab GME, because right now I'm sitting at a cost basis of 240. It says that I'm sitting at a cost basis of 176, but that's a lie. It's more than that. I have 2 shares of GME, and I would like that to really push up. If people think that this can get to, you know, 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, it would be worth it to only have 2 shares. I mean, either way, make that move. And the same thing with AMC. That's why I keep telling people, hey, you know, if you can secure some of the profits or some of the initial investments and profits while also having that ability to increase the value exponentially, then go ahead. So if you have 1,000 shares, does it hurt to, at whatever you see the peak at or whatever you see your profit target at, to sell maybe 200 shares and you know, secure the profit or secure your initial investment and a little bit of profit, so that everything else you're playing with is house money. You don't even have to worry about it at all. You're not stressing at all. You're not asking questions saying, when is this going to squeeze? Because it doesn't really matter. If it goes to 0, you're still gaining money out of the deal. Do you know what I mean? Take out some yellow on your video settings if possible. You look yellow. Yeah, I know. I with all the light, it starts to look that way. Let me see if I can adjust it. Now remember, I am brown, so you have to factor that in. I'm not. That's not just a yellow color. It's also like an orange color. Apparently, from what I've seen, brown is just a darker orange. So it brings out the orange in my skin. Audio seems a bit too much bass, not enough treble. Yeah, I mean, again, I have to adjust it because I can adjust it here on this soundboard or whatever you call it. But I can also adjust it over here. What? That's funny. Keep reading on Reddit that there are a lot of bot accounts spamming to sell their shares that the headies have won. Worries me for today. I wouldn't think nothing of it. Yeah, I wouldn't think anything of it. Let me see if I have a filter. No, not filter. Transform, maybe? Not transform. Properties? Maybe it's properties. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'm going to look yellow for today. It's fine. It's okay. We'll live. We have 300 people in here. Guys, hit that like button. It does help me out a ton, more than you know. And I don't think I sent this out to the Discord group. I'm slacking. Slacking there. Slack-a-lacking. There's probably some people from the Discord in here, but I want to make sure that everybody's getting the notification. I only put out one video yesterday, so people should be getting this notification or these notifications. But I'm not entirely sure if everyone is. So I'll put it in there. Yeah, we'll figure that all out. All right, we got 2 viewers over on Twitch. Thank you for viewing over here. Can't figure out memberships on YouTube. This is the other Matt Perry. So yeah, if you go to, all right, let's see. Let me see if I can like walk through this. So if you go to my channel, or if you're on an iPhone, I think it's difficult. We're like rewatching the stream here. Pikachu edition. That's funny. But yeah, we're rewatching the stream here, and you can see that right here next to where it's supposed to be a subscribe button, you would hit that join button. Now, if you're watching on an iPhone, it's different. And maybe you figured it out after I seen that. Logitech camera is racist. That's funny. But yeah, it's right next to the subscribe button, or you can go to my channel. If you go to my channel here, you should be able to find the join button right here, right next to the subscribe button. And again, I think if you're on an iPhone, you have to go to a desktop computer in order to figure it out, or maybe a different browser. I'm not 100% sure how that works, but yeah, the join button's right here. You should be able to hit join and get, the 2 memberships. It's only 99 cents or $1.99. I make it cheap so that everybody can participate and we can weed out the BS, so all of those people that say, Ted Cruz killed JFK. But yeah, that's how you do it. It should be very, very simple, but I think for an iPhone it's difficult because you don't have, I think it's not affiliated with Google. So that ends up being a problem. So hopefully that does help there. I'm sure I can figure it out. We need to get other YouTubers better educated on the squeeze. Yeah, I think you're right. But not everybody can know everything, especially since things are unpredictable. Even people that know a lot, can get things wrong from time to time. And that's why, it's always great to, accept when you're wrong and, tell people when you are wrong there, or when you feel like things are going to go the opposite direction. Make sure you fill them in constantly so that your audience stays, updated. Yeah, iPhone. See, yeah, that's probably the problem. Okay, I'll figure it out by now. We need to talk about Clay, bro. Do we? What's going on with him? Let me see what's going on here. YouTube notifications never work. That sucks. Hey Matt, I made it. Thank you for showing up. Hopefully you did see. I want to say. Give me a second. Let me make sure. I think it was you that asked for how to join memberships. My nose is like, I don't know, it's starting to get stuffy. Maybe it's the air down here or something. It's kind of cold, so it's like my nose is getting cold first. Pulled double my initial investment out of Doge. Still have 36K coins left at 4 cents. That's amazing. That's amazing to hear. I think that this is going to go pretty high. It's great to be able to pull your initial investment. If I pull my initial investment, it's only $100. So it's not something that's going to be crazy, but I'm looking for a big move there. I should have probably put $1,000 in there. I wanted to, but I didn't put that much into Robinhood. As you know, I was transferring things from Fidelity over to Webull and that whole issue. So it didn't end up getting to that point. But that's great that you still have 36K coins. That's amazing. I would have loved to have bought a lot more, you know, lower. Yeah, I figured it out. I just stayed into to it until I figured it out. Well, I appreciate you doing that. It seems like iPhone is the big issue. People can't really find the join button on an iPhone, and that sucks. But if you can figure it out, you can go to a desktop. You'll be good. It's crazy how you can't join, but then there we go. There's Matt Perry. Thank you for joining as a member. We got 2 members that joined today. If you do want to join, it's only 99 cents, so you can comment in the chat. We have 353 people in here. Continue to hit that like button. We should have about 150 likes, half of what the concurrent viewers are. Okay, once the squeeze happens, if you want to throw out your Apple positions and get a drawer. Oh, yeah. Yes. Perfect. That's what I like to see. Yeah, I mean, I have a Samsung. I mean, I love it. Type in the YouTube link and add/join. Hey, it's the Super Chat Fight Club guy. Yeah, I mean, that's a great thing to be able to do that for different creators that are supporting it at least a little bit. From what I hear, things have changed with, you know, Claybro's attitude, I guess, towards AMC, and I don't know if he's still bullish on it. I don't know. I haven't seen a recent stream or a recent video. I just like supporting people that even create some sort of interest to AMC, because then it keeps the hope alive, it keeps the hype alive, and we're able to push this very, very far. Did anyone keep up with what was happening with Ethereum? This is like I don't know, I just took a left turn here, and great transition, but whatever. You can see that, oh Jesus, my nose is cold and it's running. I'm gonna need to blow my nose or something. But yeah, did you see Ethereum? $3,205 that it got to. Remember, I wanted to buy in at $2,000. $2,000 worth of value for Ethereum, and it got to $3,200. I need this to pull back a lot so that I can get into it, because these new highs that it's getting to, now it's going to show that probably a buy-in point will be 2,200 or 2,300, which does officially suck. Because I only missed my point, not because I didn't want to buy in, because I didn't have the money, you know, available to put in there. You know, it was in limbo. It was literally in the middle of it. DMD MOS, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. Being a mod and members only, it's like being a soldier with no war. I hear you. I'm holding GME and AMC since January. Should I move it all into Doge? Already up 40%. See, that's where it ends up being tricky, because then once you're holding something to where you are basically at the bottom to sell at the top, to get to something that's moving and somewhere closer to the top, and then it might end up coming down, and then you'll be stuck in that trend of selling at the highs and buying in at the buying at the highs and selling in at the lows. So you don't want to be stuck there. I wouldn't say that you sell all of it and put it into Doge. I mean, there's always something you should get interested in Doge and Ethereum and all of these. And I'm even pissed at myself at not investing at this point, because this pullback, sorry, this is not even it. Let's look at a month, right? I'm upset at not even getting in at, you know, somewhere around 2,600. I thought it wasn't going to run up that high. I thought it was going to pull back again, resist. It did not. It's up to 3,000. $3,205 right now at 3,150. So I need that to pull back a lot. I know what the high is. I know what it can get to. I want to buy 5 shares, or I guess as it increases, I can't buy 5 shares anymore. Let's see. Ocgn, someone thought Matt Perry has jaundice. What is your pro opinion? It's the light, man. It's the light. I don't have jaundice. Oh, you guys are funny. You guys are funny. Good morning, everyone. Okay, let's hit that like button. Yes, hit that like button, everybody. We got about 400 people in here. Good morning, man. I sent you a message on IG. Some crypto, then shoes. They're pretty sick. All right, I'll have to check it out. I'll have to check it out in a little bit. Let me bring up my IG just to remind me. I need to check my Instagram more. I am horrible at other social media. I mean, it's so tough to be able to get to everything while you have, you know, kids and 9 to 5, all of this other stuff. So, was a joke. Didn't you see my at you? I think I joined through Patreon and automatically got access to everything. No, that's not how that works. I got access to the members only, whatever this is. What's it called here? Members only live stream or chat. No, it's a separate thing. I wanted to do something over here to basically say, instead of, if you don't like Patreon, then you can go over here. You can get access to the Discord and the members for YouTube, but that's just dependent. So what you could do is over here you would pay, like, let's say $4, and then you'd be able to have the members chat plus Patreon, or plus the Discord group. Ethereum went crazy. Yes, it did. It went absolutely ridiculous. Doge also making moves up to 40 cents. You know, that's crazy. And I said I wanted to, you know, sell a little bit at 40 cents so that I can pull some out and then put some back in there. So I wasn't sure if I should take out $200 worth and then keep $300 in there as it does decrease, and then put those $200 back in as it does get lower. That's a great idea, but I don't know if it is going to get lower. We'll see how this plays out. But that's over in Robinhood. I want to transfer that as well, but I don't know when to make that move. I bought one Ethereum at 1,700 when you talked about it a month ago. That is awesome to hear. That's great to hear that you were able to get into it at 1,700. You still have it right now at $3,000 plus, because this is showing signs of getting to easily $5,000 or $10,000 by the end of the year. It's showing a lot of strength, and I want to be all in on it, but I just haven't had that time to do it. Let's see. I just happened to join at the right time. Good morning. OCGN up. Is OCGN up? Let's look at it. It's here we go. OCGN is up 11%. OCGN has been making some really good moves, up to $14 and 10 cents ish. It's really been making some moves lately, and it's really good to see, because while my account was kind of just sitting in limbo, a lot of people were telling me, hey, you know what, this is going to skyrocket somewhere around this this pre-market. I think it was this after hours market to where people talked about it, and seeing that increase. Obviously during the day we did see that decrease, and people were like, just hold out. There's a lot of information that's really showing that it's going to increase, and I couldn't do anything about it. I couldn't put any more money into this account for some reason. I can't link my bank account, which I need to call them about today, just in case I want to take some money out. But yeah, I mean, it's been steadily increasing. We've seen some rapid increases out throughout the day, but we've seen a steady increase. Let's hope we see a steady increase across the board with everything. That would be great. Mike, thank you for becoming a member. Mike Schaefer, thank you for becoming a member. I mean, my wife's maiden name is Schaefer, but yeah, she doesn't spell it like that. ETC breaking, and I think it's better coin than Doge. Well, Doge can just rise a lot quicker. So obviously you could see Ethereum moving, and it's more sustainable, and it has something that backs it. But Dogecoin was created as a joke, and now it's starting to become more of that currency as businesses start to add it, all of that stuff. As Mark Cuban talks about it, as Elon talks about it, it creates that hype to where it shows a lot of potential around the coin, not just. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. It does show a lot of potential around the coin when they do talk about it. So it's not just that joke that they initially created it off of. It's actually going to be backed by something. It's actually going to be something where it's going to be an actual currency. You know what I mean? So I don't know if it has more potential than Doge. It's definitely a better mover at the moment than Doge. Moving a crazy amount, from that $2,000 mark, literally less than a week ago, right? To $3,200. That's over $1,200 worth of a gain in about a weekish. That's crazy. That's literally like if you would have bought multiple shares or multiple coins, you could have been up 1,200 times those coins. You could have easily made a lot of money from that. I wanted to know if you know much about HCMC. There's a few catalysts today. I don't know about HCMC. I know it's a really low position, not something that I see a lot of movement in, so I can't really give my opinions on the chart moves, and that's really what I want to do, is give my opinions there, but I can't if it's not moving enough. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not saying it's a bad position. It may be a good penny stock position, but right now I can't say or have any type of opinion on it. Trey was saying MVIS was still a good short-term play. Said it could hit 21 shortly. What's your opinion? Yeah, I definitely think so. I would agree there. I did see a portion of that video. I know he released a couple of videos like an hour after an hour, and I was like, I can't watch all of these, but I watched the MVIS a little bit. I watched some of the AMC, which I did see somebody called out and said, oh, you're just copying Trey's video with giving an understanding of the squeeze and where it hits its high, how fast it will be. One, we disagree on how long the squeeze will be. He said 4 to 7 days. If he's talking about initial growth to the end point, I can see his point, but I'm just talking about where it gets to that peak point. So we see a lot of times where it does increase to the top, whatever the peak is, and then it will decrease really quick. So I'm talking about from that peak to a reasonable amount. How long does it take for it to get from the peak to a reasonable amount? That's what I was talking about. If you want to hear more about that, let me know and we could talk about that. I need to blow my nose. Your voice is so much deeper with the new mic. I think it's just because my nose is starting to get stuffy. So I don't know, all the volume is just going, I don't know, it's just weird. Kind of like a nasally, like deep voice, Look at you, all bougie with your account back. Oh, good shit. Get some Fami for the Discord family. Yeah, I did talk about Fami on just a little bit on my MP Shorts channel. I made a quick short video on it, and I wanted to look into it a little bit more. But yes, definitely, Fami looking so good today. It is. 13% up. You see that growth that it did have. You know, people are hoping that that gets to $1. I think 50 cents is still okay. Would that be considered chasing it? No, I want to see this probably decrease a little bit towards the open before I get in there. I don't want to chase it. This is symbolizing a chase for me. I don't want to chase anything. I do see that it has, you know, that potential, right? Huge potential, but I don't want to chase it. So I want it to come back a little bit. I want that pullback. I always like to get the pullback so I don't invest too early. You know what I mean? You got to update your description links with new equipment. Yeah. Yes. I try to go with like the older equipment, you know, something that's for you to get started if you wanted to, you know, start your YouTube channel, not just on the things that I'm using, but I do have to update it. I have to put, you know, I think the lights need to be updated. I don't think the camera does. Microphones, I probably need to get a different microphone. This is one that I've had for a while, but I just haven't done anything with it. You know what I mean? Like I need to get this like soundboard or whatever completely configured. I don't know what to call it. It's the EQ board. I don't know. We'll see. I'm sad I can't see the couches in the background anymore. Yeah, I mean you won't see Carl jumping around or anything like that. That does suck. But if Carl jumps up here, then I'll get him. He just looked at me when I said his name. What happened to the Ocgn mic? The lav mic? I have the lav mic. It's just I hate attaching it. You know, you have to remember to attach it. Sometimes I'll leave it there and the voice sounds very distant. So knowing that I have this, I would like to get something a little bit better, which I probably will. Knowing that I have this, it just works. Let's see. AMC pre-market. AMC right now in the pre-market is 0.2%. It's not really making a crazy move. It did jump up to $10.26. We just want to see some positivity here. Volume is not really high. It's around 128K. If you can see up here, 128K, that's not high at all. We want to see that somewhere around the 1-2 million mark, if not more than that, to see it really jump up. But yeah. Jeez. What about his argument how GME bounced the next day back and really only I disagree with when it comes to AMC. I commented on the last night. Yeah, so the way that he said, you know, GME bounced back, the only reason that we've seen this bounce, and this is why I disagree, because typically a squeeze, when a squeeze happens, if you look at the Volkswagen squeeze, the peak was the peak and that drop was the drop. There was nothing in between. Yes, you did have some fluctuation as it did get lower, but there was nothing in between. As you see squeezes, it gets all the way up to that top. The top 10-20% you cannot do anything with, because it's most likely, even if it is in the market open, it's still difficult to be able to navigate through that. It's like when you see those sharp moves up and you can't catch it, like by the time you actually put in the sell order, even if you have hotkeys, it still ends up being difficult. If you put a limit order, it's too fast of movement to get sold out. So this is where it ends up being tricky. You can't get out at that that top 10 or 20%. But with his opinion on it jumping the next day, the only reason we've seen any type of movement down is because of the restrictions. GME should have never been restricted at $500. That probably was going to go to about 1,000, maybe even more than that, probably even more than that, more than whatever I said after that. You know what I mean? And as I looked into the situation, I looked into it going to 500 or 1,000 or 2,000 or whatever. It definitely had that possibility, but the restrictions pulled it back. So with the restrictions pulling it back, you still had people that were able to buy on different platforms. The restrictions pulled it back, the short selling pulled it back, but there were still people that were interested in buying the position. So the next day it did rise. We did have the availability to buy some, but then you've seen that those restrictions come back again in smaller batches to where you can only buy 2 shares of GME, 1 share of GME, whatever it actually is. And those are the things that pulled it back. And that's the only reason why we've seen a second increase. If we didn't have those restrictions and we've seen a full squeeze, yeah, there would be no second jump. It would just be a first drop, and then a lot of people would be like, all right, well, I'm seeing it going back up. They would probably buy back in while everybody else is selling. So I would say once it is on the way down, it's on the way down. Don't sit here and buy it back up when it gets it's halfway between the peak and the bottom. Do you know what I mean? So that's the only place that I disagree with him. That's where I started to disagree and say that it would not last that long. The actual squeeze would not last long. Now, when we see a trickle effect of, volatility afterwards, yes, we will. Depending where that actually is, I don't know, but it won't be at the $1,000 mark or $10,000 or $100,000 mark. It won't be there. You know what I mean? So that's where, I talk about that, and I totally disagree and say that the physical squeeze will only last hours. The full build up to the squeeze may last a certain portion as well, multiple days, right? The end point, the end volatility will last a couple of days. However, the beginning squeeze or the middle of the squeeze where you see that jump and then fall back down, that's only going to last hours. I guarantee it's only going to last hours. So, and I don't want to spread any type of fear. That's not what it's all about. Just giving you information on how fast you need to move. Crypto on the fly. Is it? I also wanted to get into Litecoin too. That was back on the 25th that I was down to $211. See, this is where it sucks. I mean, every time, you have money available, it gets to these points to where they're chase moments. Like if I bought right now, this is a clear chase. I understand it has the possibility of getting up to $335, which it probably will. But this is a chase, especially after hitting that low. It's a clear chase. And I don't want to chase any of these positions. This, you're chasing it. Then you get in at 3,200, and now you're starting to see that decrease quite a bit. You know what I mean? Like, that's not what I want. Luckily, Doge, I'm in it at the low at $12, right? That's where my cost basis is $12. Or sorry, not $12. That would be amazing. 12 cents. But I wanted to basically take that 40 mark, sell some of my position, which I still might do, and then watch it pull back, where I'll hold maybe less than 1,000 shares. We'll see how that goes. So sitting at 40 cents, I'll need to sell a pretty good amount, which I have 1,300 plus shares. I just wanted to go to sell some, secure the profits and the initial investment, and then buy back in to, buy higher, or sorry, to, have that increase. Literally the opposite of Clay, bro. What does he say? It's insane. It's going to hit. He said we need to set alerts ASAP. If you set alerts, they're going to stop you out. You don't want to do that. You can set stops as it starts to increase over your price, but I wouldn't set anything until you get to that point. The only thing you're going to be able to do, and you have to do, is be available or have the information available so that you can see what the price movement is doing. I wouldn't say that you want to set alerts. Some people just you take a different approach to squeezes, and I think the way that he's doing it, it's not something where he's intentionally trying to spread horrible information. He's trying to save people some money. I understand, but there are different things that you need to look at there. Sorry, I got distracted. There are different things that you need to look at there when you talk about squeezes versus regular trading versus investing. There's a definitely difference there. I would say for me, if we're talking about crypto, I can set my alerts. But when something has squeeze potential, you set your limit orders. When it's something like I'm totally getting distracted by all the comments. But yeah, when you set like crypto, you can set some alerts. I'm looking to set some alerts somewhere down in these ranges in order to buy back into some of these positions or buy into some of these positions. But when it comes to AMC, GME, all the squeeze potential, I mean, you can set alerts to where the prices are, but you should probably be watching it nonstop because of the fact that you have that potential for it to really push and really squeeze. And you don't want to miss that because it could be fast. Send me a notification when the price jumps. Alerts are not the same as sell limits. Yeah, I know what you mean. Even though the thing about that, yes, it's great to be able to set those alerts. They do see a lot of this stuff. That black box that they have sees everything that we're doing. And it's not necessarily a bad thing for them to see our alerts. But if we all set alerts around the same portion, then they're going to know exactly where people are interested in selling at. Do you know what I mean? But yes, it's always great to be able to set alerts when you do see massive price movement. If you could say percentage of movement, set those alerts, then yes, I understand what you're getting at. Fame is getting to him. I don't. If you're talking about Clay, bro, I don't know. It's just difficult to look at those situations as the same. If you're interested in trading or investing, or you ever had a long-term mindset, you're always thinking of how can I profit the most while saving the most or risking the least and all of that stuff. And you can't really apply everything to these situations because if you do, then you end up losing out on a lot of money. Set up your alerts for a sharp rise. Yeah, you can do that. I use other apps for charting too. A bunch of different platforms. You can set alerts. Yahoo Finance. Yeah, of course, I have Hard-Own Compound. Can't forget about those. People buy crypto on Webull and Robinhood. Need to be aware that you don't actually own the crypto you are buying. They are holding it for you somewhere else. That's interesting. But things on like Coinbase is different. Yes, I'm okay with them knowing 100K is my floor. That's funny. You can't transfer your crypto from those exchanges to an offline wallet or other exchange. Yeah, you're right. I know with like Coinbase, you can actually put that into like cold storage if you wanted to and hold the crypto for as long as possible. I have 158K HCMC, my 250. The problem is that I think with a lot of these other areas, like I want to be able to hold some of the lower priced crypto, the altcoins, and be able to store those as well. Like right now, I haven't even looked at my SafeMoon, and I think it might have decreased or might have increased. I don't know. Yes, any crypto you bought on a brokerage you don't own. Yeah, I've heard that. I'm gonna play an ad here. I haven't played one in a while. Let's see. I haven't FUD. Not spreading FUD. We got one viewer over on Twitch. Absolutely. When they say they don't know about House of Cards, I don't know about SEC rules. Nada. I'm not spreading FUD. If I don't know who said 86K Doge at, wow, that's pretty amazing. You have 86K. That's Matt Perry, right? You have 86K Doge at 0.004 cents. Well, because on Webull at 36K, I had to sell and wait for it to settle, and then to my bank transfer out of crypto trading platform. Pain in the ass, several days. All right, so we have 630 people in here, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. We have about an hour until the market opens, and then we're going to get into what's happening today. Hopefully we see some good movement towards the end of the pre-market, which does happen. Coin is up 1.6%. That's good. We want to see that up a lot more than that. It's up to $302, over that $300 mark. It is up higher than where it was previously the whole last week. Basically, last week it was around $300. And 300 to 290, like it wasn't really passing that 300 mark. So $305 is definitely good. It really settled around that $300 mark, about $50 over the IPO price. Yeah, if anybody wants to, continue to, converse in the chat, if people aren't members, make sure you hit that join button. It's only 99 cents. I make it cheap so that everybody can, join and, join in on the fun. I have 158 shares of HCMC, my $250 gambling this month. Hey, dude, I wasn't watching you live. I was commenting prior. My bad. Yeah, no problem. I have trouble getting back to the Twitch. But yes, you have 86K Doge. It was my first investment. Wow, that's impressive. So that was your first investment ever into the market, into crypto, into anything, or was it just crypto, or was it just your first investment? Period. Because that is an amazing investment. Did you take out your initial investment, or take out like some profits, and then, or are you just holding for $1, $2, whatever? I mean, if you get to $1, that's 86K easily. Like, that's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Any suggestions for low cost stocks under $5 a share with good short term upside? Suggestions? Yeah, I mean, if you want to find if you're able to swing trade it or day trade it, then yeah, make those moves as long as you have the availability to make those trades. So like if you have unlimited trades in a day, yeah, go for it. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't say that, I say that I don't like penny stocks a lot. And when I say penny stocks, I don't mean the clear definition of penny stocks, which is under $5. I mean like less than a penny. Things that are like 40 cents or 50 cents or $1 sometimes can still have really decent movement. But things that are 1 cent have the ability to go to 2 cent does suck. I don't like seeing those, or even a fraction of a penny. Now, crypto, on the other hand, obviously that has a lot of potential. And I look to get into those positions all the time, especially now. But yeah, I would definitely say go for it. Find the best swing trade with there. Find those resistance, the support levels, and then go about it. But it's not really for those positions. I wouldn't say anything really is related on news for a lot of that. It's more or less just increasing based on hype and volume. So definitely check out the volume a lot to see if it is spotty, or you see some healthy movement with the candlesticks. So that's what I would give. Doge is on a little run right now. Just a little bit. It's up to 39 cents. Want to see that really push. It's probably going to resist if it does end up pushing above 40 cents. So it's resisting at 40. You've seen it decrease to 38, but it's resisting at that 40 mark. and it's starting to, come back a little bit. If it can actually get up to that 46-cent mark, then you'll see that resist there as well. Or it might actually break through it depending on what the volume is like. Both, it was days before first GME squeeze. That's amazing to hear. You got in at an amazing time, and that's, for lack of vocabulary strength, I use amazing like 7 times there. Good morning, Matt. I came in late to the chat. Have you already talked about a possible squeeze in the timing over today? Have I talked about the possible squeeze in the timing over today? I don't think we talked about that, the possibility of a squeeze today. Actually, I think someone did bring it up, saying that, are we going to squeeze today? And I can't say that we are or that we aren't. I mean, a squeeze can happen at any moment. You've seen the last squeeze that did happen, or the last large push. It wasn't really a squeeze, but the last large push where it went up to, like for GME, it jumped up to $200, then decreased, and then went up to $350, literally like the next couple of days. Same thing with AMC. You've seen it go from $7 up to, I think, 11 or 12, which it should have went higher than that. But it can happen at any time. But right now, we're not seeing enough volume to basically say that we're going to see a squeeze today. We could see that change, though. We don't necessarily need to see the volume here for it to really jump, because once they cover their shorts, or they have to cover their shorts, it's going to be a little bit different, to where the volume will all of a sudden just spike. You know what I mean? So we can have low volume because a lot of people are holding their positions, to a spike in volume because they're covering their short positions. I'm excited for the squeeze. Both when I saw DOGE up less than a month after I invested, I was like, I'm investing. Reddit is asking HCMC holders to invest $100 today because of what's going on today. Not financial advice. That's good to know. I mean, if you want to look at what Reddit is doing, obviously they pump a lot of positions, and people can get into those, make some money. Have you read the House of Cards DD? No, I haven't. I haven't had time to read any DD lately. Yesterday probably would have been the best time while I was playing, Call of Duty and talking stocks. It would have been the best time, but I felt like it'd be better to just, stream, talk to some people, see where people's heads are, especially with crypto making its move this weekend. What the hell's going on with ZOM? Yeah, ZOM is decreasing a little bit, down 1.8%. It's definitely fluctuating. I can tell you that, what's really interesting to me is the short volume ratio for the last 4 days has been over 30%. The 3 days prior to this day, to Friday, it was over 35%. And then I think it was Wednesday or something. Might have been Wednesday or Tuesday, one of those days. The short volume ratio was 40%, over 40 million short volume. It was crazy. So I can say that I still do believe in what ZOM can do, can definitely spike. But talking to Trey, he was thinking of a different movement with ZOM, that they're looking to short this to non-existence, right? Short them to bankruptcy, which is possible. I mean, that's what companies look to do, or that's what hedge funds and firms look to do, is short them out of existence. However, we have a lot of buying power here, and typically you don't see that with anything that's shorted that much. When people see a lot of positions that are shorted, you don't always see a bunch of retail traders look to buy into that position. However, this is a lot different. We're seeing that with GME, AMC, COS, SOS, everything that's being heavily shorted. retail traders are going into those positions strong. So this is where it's definitely different than a normal situation. A normal situation, yes, I would say if it's being shorted out of existence, you want to look at the buy volume. If the buy volume is there, then you can look to get into that position and see that increase. But if the buy volume is not there, then don't make that move. You know what I mean? Like, they're looking to actually bankrupt that company, which means that you can lose all of your investment that's in there. So I think differently with what Zom's doing. It shows a lot of buying strength to where they're going to put this money to good use, the growth of the actual position, the capital that they're gaining, and then they can grow from there. So chroma key, nice. Yes, that's what I did. This might be a dumb question, but how do you do the pre-market price fluctuation if the market is closed? How do the pre-market prices fluctuate if the market's closed? So the market's closed, but people can still buy based on limit orders. So I can put in a limit order here, and it might get filled. Like, say if I put a limit order in for 100 shares of ZOM, at the rate that it's actually trading at, it probably won't get filled. I'll get partial shares filled, but you can put in these limit orders and get things filled, and that's why you're going to see that movement. Also, hedge funds, firms literally control this area. You know what I mean? They can do whatever they want here, knowing that retail traders can't liquidate a lot of things. And then by the time, so like if you do see those squeezes, it ends up happening over the after hours market, pre-market. You see a lot of the movement that hedge funds, firms, all of them make. They cover their short positions. They do whatever they can because they control this area. And then the price ends up decreasing. And by the time it opens, it's at a way lower price than where it was at that initial like top. So it sucks that the highest points end up being in the pre-market, or yeah, actually in the pre-market, not even the after-hours market. But you can still make your movement. That's why I say that most people are going to miss the top 10 or 15 or 20%, because that's probably going to happen in the pre-market when it does squeeze. So anyways, to answer your question, it's because you can still put in limit orders and actually get orders filled. And with the bid and ask price, as you start to see that difference as people are putting in these orders, 4,000 shares of ZOM, what is it, 5,000 shares to sell, 5,000 shares to sell over here. Yeah, that's the reason why. House of Cards DD on super stocks, as you like to say it, amazing. All right, I'll check that out. I love-hate relationship with TCAT. Every time I buy on it dips. Every time I buy on the dip, I make money. But more than 50% of the time, I miss the dip because I tell myself it will dip more. I'm my own worst enemy. Yes, I'm there with ZOM a little bit, because every time I tell myself, I can't speak at all. Every day I can't speak. Every time I say it, I'm like, all right, I'm going to buy the dip. It gets to 80 cents. I'm like, all right, it could dip a little bit lower. It did dip a little bit lower. Dips down to about 70, I think 6 cents, and then jumps up to about 90 cents, decreases to 73 cents. And I'm like, all right, if it gets below 70 cents, I'm buying 4,000 shares. Did not get below 70 cents, went to 73, and that's it. And then increased to about $1.30. I would have been pretty much break even at that point, maybe even made a little bit of money out of it. And then I would have been able to, sell at that point, make a little bit of money, sell at that point, decrease. As the price decreases, I buy in at this point $1 as it does increase to 150 and make my moves. But I didn't make that move in there. And like you said, you're your own worst enemy. I feel the same way. Let's see. Candles look similar both ways. A short ladder attack. Price target for OCGN today. OCGN is moving. I haven't looked into it crazy, but all I know is it's making its move. And OCGN shares gains after partner COVID-19 vaccine shows effectiveness against multiple variants. So yeah, I mean, this is looking more and more like a longer term position or a full swing trade out of it. If you have it and you feel as though you made your gains from it, then definitely take that. Right now, I can't see it as a price target or a profit target or whatever for OCGN because I don't hold the position. I know it's starting to get to crazy figures here. But if you bought in low, at $5 and you have it at $14 right now and you had a ton of shares, I mean, I know you may miss out on some opportunities, but I would say if you're looking for it to gain, take some of your investments, take your initial investment plus your profit, some profit, not all of it, some profit, and sell some of that position. Then keep some in there for that growth. If it does grow a crazy amount, then you gained a lot. If it decreases, then you saved a lot, and now you're able to put some of that profit that you gained back into the position. Do you know what I mean? Like, always try and limit the amount that you can lose there. Because if I would have done that, and I know people don't like me to say this, but if I would have done that with AMC a little bit, I would have had an extra 8,000, 10,000, 30,000 in order to invest back into AMC. Do you know what I mean? Or put some of that money into Ethereum and Dogecoin. But I didn't because I held the whole entire time. But I was up $8,000+, which meant I could take my 8,000 or my initial investment and put that somewhere else while having, what's left in there. So the extra maybe 500 shares or 1,000 shares because I, hold 1,500 shares. But right now, it's a little tough to see that. So OCGN, again, if you want to make your move in, accepting some profits, if you have a crazy amount of profits, then take some of the profits and then keep some in there for that growth. Thanks, man. You played any golf lately? I just went to a mini golf course yesterday to play with the children and the wife. Like button looking lonely, y'all. Yeah, definitely hit that like button. We got 673 people in here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. It does help out the channel a ton. Thank you, Matt Perry, for hitting that like button. Everybody else, follow them and like the video, like the stream. But yeah, I played mini golf with the family and then also hit some golf balls on the range. But that's pretty much it. Let's see what Twitch is saying. Funny thing is I watched 7 minutes of that video. I didn't watch the full thing because I didn't have the time to do it. But I wanted to listen to it while I was working out, and it didn't. I don't know. It wasn't my normal stuff, so I like to listen to books or workout music, depending how hard I'm going, with working out. Yeah, the only reason I created you tried not to laugh, y'all. See that? What do you mean I tried not to laugh? I bought MVIS at $17.99, 200 shares. Should I just hold or average down? If you have the money to average down, but find the point to where you can average down. If it gets down to 14, 13, I don't know where it's at now. I have to check it. Yeah, if it gets lower than that, then yeah, definitely average down. If it starts to increase, then you're getting closer and closer to your profit target. I know that it struggles with hitting that $20 mark or surpassing that $20 mark. So I would say it's very difficult. But since you're holding at $17.99, that's over that point. I think it can easily get there. But if you want to average down to make a little bit more money, lower that cost average as it does get to 20. And I didn't mean to rhyme there, but I did. I'm a lyrical genius. You basically just average down, hold as it does go up to $20 and sell, or sell wherever you think your profit target is. If you want to get back up to your original cost basis, which would be a good profit, then definitely do that. But it's all up to you. I don't want to sit here and tell you exactly when to sell. My stray neighborhood cats watching you too, Matt. That killed me. I listened to DD on the way to work and home. Yeah, well, my on the way to work is walking down 2 flights of steps. So I'm not going to be able to do that. Unless I listen on like 10x speed, which is not possible. When they pay your bills, then listen to them. Otherwise, do what is right for you. Absolutely. All right, guys, how long do we have? We have about 45 minutes until the market opens. Yeah, anybody want to follow me on Twitch, definitely go ahead and do that. Adopted. They adopted me as their human. Side note, if any of you guys are on Webull, my handle is Godly Investments. The stream upgrade. Green screen? Yeah, it's a green screen behind me. Elon going to mention Doge on SNL. Brace. Yes, I think it's going to be pretty big. I hope that we see that make a massive move with Elon mentioning it like out of his mouth. Like typically he's tweeting about it, right? He does mention it from time to time, but you know, talking about it for an extended period of time is something that we really wanted to see from Elon. And when Elon does anything, it's huge, you know. Whoa, cool new look. Yes. Yes, brand new. Brand new. Damn it, Carl's gone now. No, he can still make his move. I don't know what he's doing. That is the funniest. Cats do the funniest things. I swear. And he's literally sleeping with his face. Like I have these cubbies. You know those cubbies that like you have 6 cubbies or 9 cubbies or whatever. He's literally has his face like flat against the cubby, and he's just sleeping. Like how is that comfortable? Do you need pressure on your forehead? Like what's the issue? You should do a short on how to set up Webull. All right, yeah, I can do that. The problem with doing a short on how to set up Webull is that you only have a 1080 by 920. So the vertical look to it, I would have to slide things over in order to to get everything situated, to show you everything basically. So I can do. I think I have a video on how to set up Webull. I'm pretty sure how to set up all of this. I have a video on, yeah, I do, on this channel. It didn't really get a lot of love, but I do have a video on this channel. Let me actually take a look. Yeah. 8 months ago, I have one, How to Trade with Webull, Beginner Guide to Investing. But then I have, you need to download the Webull desktop platform now. That has about 2.5 thousand views 2 months ago. I also have Webull, how to set up your Webull desktop 4.8 for trading. 507 views. It's not a lot. And then I also have, bear with me for this view count, how to use Webull hotkeys. 299 views. It's still 299, but it could be a lot more. That's cool. Either way, I have those videos to set it up. If you want to search Matthew Perry Webull, you'll find those different ones. It should be about the 5th video down, maybe 6th, depending what comes up for you. Funny thing is, I like to search my name from time to time, not like I'm Googling myself. I just want to see what the searchability is. Because a lot of times, if you don't know, my name's Matthew Perry, which is the same name as the guy from Friends, Chandler Bing, which anytime you would search Matthew Perry, you would get all of his videos. And now I think you get my channel first. I want, like, whenever I search it, I get my channel first, and it might be because I'm signed in to my channel, but I always like to search it from time to time to see if you get my channel or you get anything related to Chandler Bing. But you still do get a lot of him rather than me, but you still do see me, which is great to know that you have a famous name, but what you do is being recognized more if they search your name. Well, not more, but still being recognized, you know? Kind of got off topic there. There's 4 that I like to snuggle up. I don't know what we're talking about here. I have plenty of videos I can share. Other stray cats already 8. Okay, comments are getting out of hand. No, I mean, go ahead and talk amongst yourselves. I mean, the chat rate is definitely an important piece to increasing the viewership. So he regrets telling me where the join button is. I don't. You're good. You're still good. Did you design the new look yourself? What? Did I design this new look on Webull, or you mean like the green screen, or I don't know what you're talking about here. How about a video pushing calls out to future date instead of letting them expire? Well, if I knew more about options, I should take the time to just, I mean, I know it's not going to be that difficult. Since I know about investing, it shouldn't be difficult to take in. But I don't know a ton about options. And I'll be the first to admit when I don't know something. If I move to LA, I can become one of your stray cats. Morning, great people. Have you ever found me when searching for you? No, I haven't. Because our last names are different, and I type out the whole thing Matthew. I don't know if you your birth name was Matt or you just like to go by Matt. Oh, Matt has it bigger than Matthew Perry. Yeah, you know, something light. I don't live there. Carl got into the wine. He's hungover. Oh, he disappeared. He was sleeping over there. I think he's actually on the top of the stairs now because the kids are up there. Well, Harper's up there running around. I don't know what Hayden's doing. Bro, sounds like a fun cat. Favorite cat is Roaring Kitty. Yeah, I mean, when you make millions of dollars, of course. I have faith you could learn more. Yeah, I mean, I definitely can. I always try and learn as much as I can. I just always like to, when it comes to investing in different forms of making money or trading, I like to stick to what I kind of know, but it is great to be able to expand things. Just like learning crypto, understanding crypto, it's great. Hey Matthew, if an asteroid was going to hit the Earth in 2 years and we had to shoot it down, what would you invest in? If an asteroid was going to hit Earth in 2 years and we had to shoot it down, what would you invest in? You ever heard of this thing called Iron Man? No, I don't know. I mean, I don't know the answer to that. That's a good question. Do you have anything in your site? Is that something you're researching now? My favorite cat is Matthew Perry and also Roaring Kitty. Well, you mean Carl. What's up, man? I go by Chandler, bro. Did you put together the new look for your YouTube studio at home yourself? Yeah, I did. My studio's kind of coming together. I just need to. I want to have an overhead mic and one of these mics. So I have an overhead mic that's a newer mic, and not newer as in like I just bought it. That's the brand. But yeah, I have an overhead mic, but it's not configured the right way, just like this isn't. I have to set up different volumes and all different types of stuff, but I haven't gotten around to doing it. It's hard to tell the difference because it sounds good on the board when I plug my headphones up to there, but then when I go into my streaming service, it's definitely different. We're starting to see some green. AMC is still at 0.3, 0.2, point whatever ish. It's not really making a huge move. Volume isn't that great at 247K. We could see Churchill Capital making a little bit of a move, positive move. Coinbase almost at 2% of an increase, up to $303. DraftKings up 1.6%. I did want to see what DraftKings can do. And we're going to look at different positions there. FAMI is up 17%, up to 52 cents. This is pretty big of a move, and a lot of people are looking to continue to push that as well. So I'm going to be looking at that today, something I'm keeping my eyes on. Fubo TV, need that to make some moves in order to become, pretty positive there. What was the price that they had me at? They had an average price of $20.66, which my average cost is $20.96, so it's just 30 cents off. Let's see, cost is up 2.4%, up to $19.15. Volume still low at 15,000 shares worth of volume. Mara is up 5%. That's pretty good. GME is up 1.7%, up to $178. OCGN up 11%, up to $14. Let's see, what else is here? Riot up 3.5%. TCAT's up 5%. I was gonna say up to $34, but up 5.5%. Zomedica's down 2.8%. Still believe in that position. I still own 3,000 shares. It says at $1.02, but that's not accurate. FAMI is definitely moving. You're right, Lance. Still need a Carl picture. I didn't give you a Carl picture. Carl, do you want to take a picture? All right. Yes? I think he does. He's over here. Look at my boy on the. I can't see anything. Moving up to the east side to get a piece of that pie. Get it, Mr. Jefferson? I got it, Lance. Good one. All right, back to seriousness. I know you don't do options. Neither do I, but I read on Wall Street Bets that it was not true that a company can be shorted to bankruptcy. So now I'm confused. That's who told you that? They can be shorted. They can be shorted to bankruptcy as long as you have people selling as well. As they see that go lower and lower and lower, it can be shorted to being essentially zero. But as people continue to sell to see no value in it, that's where you'll start to see that shorted to bankruptcy, and it gives them the option to be bankrupt. I think you short them to like delisting them. I don't think it can be just shorted directly to bankruptcy, like it all leads to, you know, your company failing. But you can get pretty damn close, and all you need is a little nudge, and then you're there. YouTube compression can frank audio. Should be some guides on how to overcome that. Yeah, I don't think it's YouTube that's doing it. I've seen the audio after I post, like after I record a video. It's definitely different. It's different than what I hear. Over here, I hear everything. You know what I mean? Like I can hear noise up on the 3rd floor of my house. Literally, I heard a baby crying, and then I took off the headphones and I didn't hear it. And I was like, how was that possible? So, but yeah, I mean, I think it's different from the board to the streaming service or Streamlabs OBS. So I need to figure out what's going on there to be able to compress it. Because typically what I would have done, or what I did in the past with this, is I would record the audio and then I would compress it in Audacity. So I would do that compression manually in Audacity, and it would come out pretty clean. But now I'm not doing that because I'm just recording the videos and uploading them right away. I do them in one take. I don't ever make anything else there. But yeah, I mean, it's a little tricky there. I gotta find a way to, you know, that's a whole different story. I don't want to get into that. We have about 30 minutes until the market opens, so let's focus on what's happening in the market a little bit. Housing market 2008 ringing a bell, shorted to zero. If stock shorted to zero, then the company can't raise capital. Morning team. Tilray OPJ merger, the first involvement in my position. I got out of APHA, but I'm surprised a merger date wasn't announced after the votes. Is that the norm, or are the tickers just delisted? What? Sorry, I'm lost there. I don't know if that's the norm when a merger happens. I mean, typically you can have that merger and both entities exist, but I read on Wall Street Bets that they seem so serious, so I believe it, and maybe I interpreted it wrong. I'm dumb. No, you're not dumb. No, nobody's dumb for asking questions or interpreting it in a way that you read it, because you never know how someone means to say it unless they're pretty much saying it to your face. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think it's just a tricky situation, because you look at how something can be shorted. It can be shorted to basically bankruptcy, to non-existence. But I understand how people can take that in and say, oh, stocks can exist or positions can exist below zero, because it can, well, not really below 0.00000, but 0.001 or whatever the cents actually are. You know what I mean? We see it all the time. Have you looked at Roblox since its IPO in March? Yes, I have. I've been seeing it hover between that $60 to $80 mark. It hasn't really been making its moves. A lot of people are holding that position. So as we look into, let's go down here. It should be R. It should be somewhere around here. Come on, there it is. So yeah, it's been hovering, you know, around that, like fluctuating between 60 and 80. So you can make a decent swing trade there. You know, it's still making moves. It hasn't broken past anything there. When you look at, let's look at a month or 2 months, you can see that it's really showing that fluctuation. So you can definitely get a decent swing trade. If it goes down to 60, know that it could possibly jump up to 80. You could sell at 70, whatever it actually is. You can make your move and make a decent amount of money from it because it is kind of predictable where it's going to be. $60 is the low. It's not going to break past that. It did get down to $67, and then increase to about 77. So you can get a decent swing trade out of it. I'm all for it. It's not showing where the true growth potential actually is. It's just showing the slow strength or slow build of this. Like you can see that volatility that it does have. But again, from $80 to $60, that's really where we're seeing it fluctuate. Middle ground is somewhere around that $70 mark is where it opened up at. Did decrease to 60, and then you could see where that bounce actually was. It's not going to end up increasing to that 93 for a while until people start buying into it and believe into it a little bit more. So people bought into Roblox, believing in that position, just like you've seen with, what is it called? Coin. But Coin, it all happened in the beginning of the day, you know, in the first like couple of minutes, you've seen that increase. With Roblox, it happened over the after hours market where you've seen that increase, and then it decreased back to about 74 to where it never really got up to that $90 mark ever again. So Roblox is definitely a good swing trade. I still have it on my list. If it gets to 60, that's where I wanted to set my alerts, somewhere around 60. Yeah, $60-ish. I mean, you can probably get down to the 64 mark and see a bounce there. So if you want to set an alert somewhere around 65, then go ahead and do that. Just create an alert there. It's not going to happen. But yeah, just set an alert. Morning, Matthew. Hope you have a great week. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for saying that. I hope we do have a great week. Would love to see it, you know, increase a lot. AMC, GME, SOS, all of these positions that we're holding, would love to see them increase a lot because we've had pretty much a down month. I think when it came to, what was it, March or April, like the end of March into the middle of April, and then obviously towards the end we've seen some green. But I would say for like 30 days we've seen mostly red. Out of those 30 days, probably 27 were red. There's no such thing as a stupid question. The only stupid thing one can do is never question anything. 100%. I love that so much. I love that so much. I mean, I've seen people ask, you know, questions that, you know, may seem simple to other people, but some people might actually not know it. You know, you can explain something. Why is this cat can always licking my leg? I should stop wearing shorts around you. It's not fun. Do you post daily options trades to your Discord? I don't post options trades, but you know, I try and post as much as I can, especially now that my account is back. I can post, you know, portfolio updates, what the gain was, all of that stuff, but I don't post options trades. I know that Tom Roth really runs the options section of the Discord group. I have yet to make a single options trade at all. So whenever I do make that, yes, I will post into there to see what it's all about, but I can't say that I'm an expert, and I will never speak like I am an expert in options. So I don't know, Matt. I kind of like the other view. Yeah, the camera. I find it weird. You are hovering over the Weeble screen. Yeah, I mean, it's in the back of me. It's right there. You can't see this? I can see it. It's like I'm a weatherman. The forecast for today is cloudy with a chance of snow. No, it's not snowing here. It's. I think it's gonna be good weather. It was good weather yesterday. Um, Thank you. I knew better, but some of these guys were laying down the facts, and I knew that wasn't right. Didn't make sense because GME is essentially what they're doing, right? Yeah, they're trying to short a lot of these positions out of existence. They believe that GME, really didn't have the best business model, and it's true. They don't have the best business model. They're starting to change things up, add new, positions, be able to change their business plan. Hopefully, something that can exist beyond the pandemic, and beyond us not buying physical games or buying them all online. I don't know what their plan is for doing that, but yeah, I mean, they were looking to short them out of existence. And it's definitely possible. Didn't they do that to Toys R Us? And Toys R Us is now back. I don't know how they're doing because their whole new business model for Toys R Us is actually like hands-on, like more of an experience based rather than just buying toys that are overpriced. So I don't know how Toys R Us is doing. They might end up being back to where they were in bankruptcy. Unless I may have a good day with OCGN. Yeah. I mean, the way that it's moving, 13% up to $14.38. That's definitely a huge jump. That level from $11 or even $9, you could see some great movement there. At this point, for me to be able to chase this, because now I just got access to it, for me to chase this would just suck. So I missed out on an opportunity, and I'll leave it at that. One day that link is going to be followed by a big bite. No, not even close. Good morning, G. What's your thoughts on ATOS? We have about 20 minutes until the market opens. So you could see the last couple of days did have that growth from $1.48 to $2.67. So you could have got a really decent gain out of that, basically almost doubling in the price. So you could have had 100% gain there. But on Friday, it was up 0.4%. Now it's up about 2%. It definitely looks like it had a decent swing trade, decent momentum there. I don't know what the potential is, but if I was looking at it from here, it looks like it might be, you might have missed a point of a decent swing trade. Let's look at a month. Yeah, it looks like you might have missed a point for a decent swing trade there. So I would like to look for some retest points. Obviously, $2 is a strong point. You're seeing a resistance point which have retested and then increased over. You can see at this point, at $2.20, it retested over here, then fell back down, increased over. Now, am I going to see that continue to grow? I don't know what the increase is all about, news related wise. Among notable pre-market gainers. Best penny stocks to buy in May of 2021. Take a look right now. Obviously, they must have this in the best penny stocks to buy because it's considered a gainer. So if I was looking at this chart, I can't really say that I see a ton more. It gained a lot, but I don't see a ton more from looking at the chart setup. However, if you're buying in somewhere around here, you definitely want to put a stop loss because that can easily come back to where that low actually is, because it started at that 45-cent mark. Was at a pretty decent or reasonable price. Let's look at a year ago. was at a decent or reasonable price a while ago. You can see that it does fluctuate. Let's see, 2020. You see that increase. You did see that decrease from March, and then that increase there to where it did fall, gap down to about 86 cents. So, I mean, it definitely has a little bit of potential. It has a little bit of volatility, shows strength, shows signs of where it can get to. So it doesn't hurt if you're looking to buy in here, but it's probably more longer term than you think instead of a short term move. But if you're looking for a swing trade, you probably missed the point from down here. So that would be my opinion there. Chance to squeeze, do the weather. I always like to say there's no such thing as stupid questions, just stupid people asking questions. As a joke, but I love that saying. Yes, that saying is pretty dang good. Yeah, I mean, sometimes the answer is right in front of you, and I understand how you could say that there could be stupid questions, but sometimes people just don't see things, you know? Like if I asked, I don't know, where my phone is, and it's sitting right in front of me, maybe I didn't see it. Or, well, I do, I put a lot of things in weird places. Like I can put keys in the pantry, like I just do it. Sometimes I get distracted with that. My mind is always racing. It's always going different directions. We have about 486 people in here. Guys, make sure you hit that like button. I know as it starts to get to 9 o'clock, the amount of people starts to dwindle down because everybody goes to like Matt Kors or anybody else that's streaming that they're used to. And I'm all for you, joining me early in the morning. I appreciate that. Anybody that comes through and hits that like button and becomes a member, I appreciate that a lot. Saber, I got in at $5.46. I made a real nice gains. $5.46 for this. What does blue smell like? I don't know. This is set up for a joke. Is the like button broke today? Come on, folks. Push that like button. Yeah. No question is dumb if you don't know. You don't know how else you're gonna learn. Yeah, true, 100% true. I'm gonna press an ad because I played 3 ads so far. We have 5 members today. Thank you, the people that joined as a member. Again, I only make it 99 cents, just so that we don't have people in here saying that Ted Cruz killed JFK and all of the other spam that we would receive. If people are serious about AMC, GME, DOGE, Ethereum, all of the different positions that we talk about, then they become a member. We talk about things and you can go from there. Also, I have a Reddit set up. I wanted to do that as well. I wanted to do the Reddit thing. Let me see. Go to Reddit. So I have something for the Perry experience. I want to start doing like major reactions to situations or things that are happening. Like there's scams out there that I want to be able to research and do a full video on and break that down on my Perry experience channel. So if you guys want to see that, then definitely go over to the Reddit. Let's see what it actually is. I think it's r/the Perry experience. I don't know which one I signed in on. I don't think that's the one. Yeah, it is. Here we go. So yeah, r/Apparel experience. We got 8 members in here. If you want to join, definitely join. You know, give your opinion on some of these things that I talked about here. I wanted to know if there are any, you know, money scams that needed to be, you know, addressed, just so we can start to make these videos on this stuff. You know, also if you have any like memes, I've seen some memes that are pretty weird, and I don't know to take them as an insult. You know, people may think that I'm part of the hedgies or whatever, because there was a meme that was created of me, which I've never had a meme created of me. So even though it was negative, it was definitely a milestone, I'll tell you that. We have 445 people in here. Ooh, we got about 10 minutes until the market opens. A lot of things are starting to turn green from what I see. Now, I haven't scrolled all the way up or all the way down, but AMC, you know, still hovering around that 0.5% increase. We have American Airlines. I'm still invested in American Airlines long term, and we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, we want to see what's going to happen today. Hopefully it's a green day. I understand that the volume just isn't there right now. 234K, the volume isn't there. So yeah. Sorry, Matt, you're stuck with me until the stream ends. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Or how Justin Bieber is shorting AMC. What? OCGN is set to blow up today. It's like, yeah, it's definitely making a move. I'll tell you that. I don't know if it increased from there, but recently viewed. I don't want recently viewed. What am I doing here? Oh, what's Tesla doing? That's down. SOS. Look at that, 3%. Let's see that move. That's what we need. Ride is making a move as well, up to $10.02. Now I'm holding a cost basis for Ride at $11.86. I think I have 200 shares, so that's where my cost basis is. Obviously, I believe in that position a lot more. It's a longer term swing trade than anything else, but a lot of things have been playing out that way because of the down month that we've been seeing for a while. Oh, we got a baby crying upstairs. Okay, let's see. Yeah, isn't that your run of mill stream? Wait, sorry, I'm neglecting Twitch. There's 2 viewers over on Twitch. If you have any questions over there, let me know. Sorry. Ever read your kids 10 minutes till bedtime? Sums up how I feel till open. Yes. It's like, thank you for disliking me enough to make a meme about me. Yeah, I mean, exactly what it is. Where can I send a meme? So yeah, the Reddit r/the Perry experience, all underscores between words. Definitely go over there, join that Reddit, send your memes. I would like to be able to review it and, you know, create a video on it as it starts to increase, as the amount of people start to follow. Definitely do that. Ted Cruz shorted AMC. Probably. What you said about only having conversations about who killed JFK. If we were making memes of you're jealous of you or in lust of my guess. Yeah, probably. Miley Cyrus shorted GME. LOL. Yeah, that's funny. All right, so what do we have? 7 minutes until the market opens. Before the market actually opens, I'm going to play one more ad. I don't know why Harper likes to scream in the baby's face, but she does that. I don't know why. Like, I know she sees us do like faces will go like a booga 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 or whatever noises we make, and then she'll like increase the volume right in her face, and it's funny, but then it's also not at the same time. I look absolutely ridiculous trying to wrestle with a giant mattress to get. I cannot see this. To get on a frame, getting my vacation rental ready to book, all while listening intently on the live stream. That takes skill. That takes a massive amount of skill, and we're starting to see OCGN decrease a little bit. Look at that, falling back to the 200 EMA. Never a good thing, but that's what you typically see, you know, with any pre-market move, and you see a large increase in the pre-market. Towards the end of the pre-market, a lot of people, you know, end up, you know, trying to get out of their position before, you know, the market opens. Even though you might still see that run up, the problem that you see with the pre-market is that people, you know, drastically decrease that price, you know, right when you do see something big. Sent you a meme. All right, I have to check those out. We got 12 members now. Thank you everybody for joining. OCGN on Friday. When you sold Friday and have no funds to buy on Monday. That's funny. All right. I'll upload that one. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, if you have any memes you want to put into the Reddit, the subreddit, then definitely do so. Remember, here's the Reddit r/the Perry experience underscores between the words. Here's the meme. OCGN when you sold Friday and have no funds to buy on Monday. It's pretty funny. Good stuff. Good stuff. Keep it up. Keep it up. Good morning. Eric said your like button. Sorry, I can't see anything. Your like button is in the 90% raise. Is that true, or is it a smart? What? Eric said your like button is in the 90%. Is that true, or is that smart? I don't know what that means. When is Profit Hands Apparel coming out? So I'm waiting on my shirts and hoodie to come here to see what the quality is. The problem is that I went for like the highest quality, so it's kind of expensive, and I don't know if I want to stay up there. But if the quality is amazing, then I'm just going to keep those on deck, but then I'll also have the cheaper options as well. But right now it's expensive. I think the t-shirts are like $24, which is not crazy, but the hoodies are expensive. The hoodies are very expensive. So I want to see how that plays out, what that looks like. It's coming in the mail, and I've been waiting for it. Carl, can you stop moving this? Stop with your tail. I can't. Careful, I can make a sick meme of your gift. Yeah, go ahead. Join the subreddit there, and we can definitely talk there. We have 2 minutes until the market opens. I'm going to play an ad right here. Some people might not get it, but I am going to play it. We have 427 people in here now. 440 likes. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. We don't have any space up here. I would normally make space for you, but not today. Not today, man. Not today. OCGN is dropping a little bit down to 9% before the pre-market actually opens. Let's see. We have AMC up to 0.5. I'll pay for quality. I want the first hoodie. Yeah, so I want to see what the quality actually is, if it's worth that, Because if it's not, then I'm going to go to whatever the lower tier quality is. Because I've seen some other channels, some bigger channels that had hoodies for like, I think it was like $27 or so. Like their t-shirts were $20 and their hoodies were like $25 or $27. And I want to get to that point, but it's not. So I want to see what the quality is, and then we'll figure it out. Where's the subreddit? So I have, you know what, I'll put the link here. Might as well put the link in the live stream since nothing's pinned. All right, there you go. The subreddit is pinned to the chat here. So if you guys want to join the subreddit, definitely do it. If you have any memes, feel free to place it in there. If you have any suggestions on videos that we can talk about, if you want me to go through Ethereum in depth, if you want me to go through Dogecoin in depth and talk about what people are doing with it, if you want me to go through different scams that are out there and, you know, talk about it so that people don't get scammed out of money, then, you know, definitely let me know. But yeah, that's where I want to be able to review that Reddit. I would, yeah, I would love to do that. So now it's 9:30. It is 9:30. AMC is now starting to move down. We're seeing all of the gains that it did have in the pre-market, which were not a lot anyways, are decreasing. They're falling off. We do see Coinbase that's hovering around that 2%. It is falling a little bit. DraftKings also falling as well. FAMI, that's making a massive increase. Massive increase. Whoops, don't know what that was. I think I just messed something up. Oh, there we go. So needed to make some moves in there. Even though I wanted to make at least a little bit of a move into FAMI, something to where I actually am chasing it. So don't take my advice here at all, because I am solely chasing the position at this point. OCGN going up higher, is it? Let's see where OCGN is at. It looks like Fubo TV is starting to fall down. OCGN is going up higher. It's up to 14% up. It's starting to fall back a little bit, but you might see that volume continue to increase as we start to look at that. What is cost doing? 1.3% up. Where's FAMI at? That's up 25%, 26%, 27%. Again, I want to see that pull back to the 15 moving average. I'm going to buy more as it does. So that's what I'm looking to do. 99. Thank you for sending that super chat. Thank you for sending super chat, Caesar. But yeah, my cost basis is 54 cents. It's currently sitting at 55 cents. I want to see it come back a little bit. And if it does continue to fall down, I'll continue to buy. That's why I only bought 100 shares at $54. Zomedica, is it making a move? It did increase to $1.07. I see more potential there. SOS starting to decrease more as well. Let's see, Tesla is down 1%. Again, I want to see that around 600 before I buy into that position. Let's see. FAMI is now really starting to fall back a little bit more. It was moving up quite a bit. Again, if I could see that, you know, bottom out somewhere around the 15 moving average, continue down. Where is the buy wall at? Where's the buy wall? So we have a buy wall at 50 cents. We also have another buy wall at 52 cents, another buy wall at 53 cents here. So we just saw that get filled. Let's see if we can have, yeah, we have a pretty big buy wall at 50 cents here. What's AMC doing? AMC is now down below $10. We're not seeing that positive movement. We're seeing the negative movement. Again, we're probably going to see that FAMI drop down a little bit, but I want to be able to make some moves there. So for the Discord family. Starting to see that positivity. Bought 100 more shares. I own about $100 worth at a cost basis of $54 or 54 cents. And we might still see that come back down. Remember, I'm going to keep, that's why I'm only buying 100 at a time. I don't really know exactly how this is going to go. I just want to really be involved in that position as the Discord family is involved into it. What do you think about positive results? Have gotten treat mental illness and through assisted therapy using different substances. So mind medicine. What do I think of mind medicine? I think it has potential from what I've seen. It has potential from what I've seen. So yeah, looking for a little bit of moves with mind medicine. Get back up to the 15 moving average. It pulled very far away from it. I'm going to try and hit it for a simple day trade a little bit, possibly. Looking for that move. Ethereum has gained 30% since I thought to myself, I should probably park some money here. Why am I dumbass, Matt? Why? I can't say why you think that you are, but I feel the same way. I mean, I was supposed to put money there, but I couldn't because I didn't have anything available. But yeah, it was a little tough to take in. Come on, jump back up. Come on, get back up to that 15 moving average. That's where we want to see it. Don't pull back. Don't pull back. Not back, only forward. It's pulling back. What's going on, buddy? Hey, Big Dog Stocks. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate that. Nothing's really going on. Just trying to navigate through today, see what's going to be some good trades. And now we're starting to see mind medicine turn a little bit negative here. Was looking for, you know, about a $10 gain there. Nothing too crazy, but now it's looking like it's going to scale down. Looking for a gain based on the low. Let's see that increase. Get back up to that 15 moving average. That's what we need. Nice. I just averaged down too. A year ago, Ethereum was $200. We all missed that boat. Yeah, we did all miss that boat. Let's see if there's anything that you can get positively here. I mean, what's MVIS doing? MVIS is increasing up to $15. That's pretty good. I still hold a long-term position with them. DraftKings still making their move down. AMC also down 2%. That's not good. Still do want to look at what FAMI is doing. FAMI is making a little bit of a move up. That's good. It's good to see because I'm at 54 cents, slightly positive. Let's see what's going on with mind medicine because it looks like it's decreasing. Yes, it is. There we go. We see a little bit of a pop. A little bit of a pop there. There we go. Get up to that 15 moving average. That's what we need. Get up there. Yeah, we all missed that. I'll tell you that. Ethereum did not make, or Ethereum made huge moves. And I wasn't into crypto as much. Now I'm starting to really get into crypto, and I'm kind of regretting that I wasn't into it because there's a lot of great great moves that I could have been into and I would have gotten into, but I chose not to make that move there. FAMI is still making a little bit of a move up. Right now it's starting to come back. Hopefully not to that 15 moving average. We still see RIDE that's down. A lot of things are starting to decrease, and hopefully we can see that complete move there towards the upside. Yeah, big dog stocks. If you want to become a member of the group, I do members only chats. So if you want to become a member of the group, it's only 99 cents, so that you can comment. I seen that you wanted to get, I don't know if you were able to connect with Clay Bro. I would like to see where everybody's head is, to be able to create that live stream. And I was talking to Trey a little bit about like a full live stream with a lot of people, that maybe smaller creators, bigger creators, just a huge live stream to where we can all talk about AMC and see what our thoughts are. So I was looking for a quick $10 move and I did not see that. So now it's showing positivity, but I need something bigger as this does go up. It is starting to stair step on the way up though. So that's good. Pharma or FAMI, I'm still holding into there. Would like to see that continue on the way up. Let's see. American Airlines is making a little bit of a move as well. That's good, from $21.58 up to $21.88. That would be an epic stream. Yeah, I do believe that would be really good to be able to just hold a stream with a bunch of people. I think that would be amazing. So we're seeing Zomedica. Let's see if Zomedica can make a positive move. It's down 3.7%. It's never good. It's never good when it's down that much. SOS, that's down as well today. Seeing that increase though, we're seeing things start to come back. Was $10 3 months ago. This is almost $50 now. That's good movement. Popular right now. Actually, I wanted to go into crypto to see what crypto is doing. So Ethereum is starting to make a little bit of a fall. That's what I need. I need them to drop down from that $3,200 mark. I need them to go down to like 2,300. I'll accept it at that point. But I'm not buying it above 3,000. I mean, I can. I can. That's not a bad option to buy it at 3,000, seeing that it can get to 2,000 or 3,200. But yeah, I don't know. I just want to get it at 2,300. That would be great. Or 2,500 would be good as well. So I'll probably buy some and then buy more if it goes a little bit lower, because I do see that long-term potential, which it would suck because now I would have long-term moves in Webull, which I only want to have short-term moves. It looks like Dogecoin is now above 40 cents. That's good. It's good to see. Good to see. Good to see. I was looking at Robinhood and I was like, should I take out some of the position from Robinhood? Just because my Doge equity is over $550. If I could take out the initial $200 that I invested, then I would be good to go as it does, if it does fall down. Okay. And when I do see that decrease, I can find some more. Okay, let's see. So that's literally secure any investment. We do see DraftKings is starting to decrease a little bit. I still holding FAMI. What's FAMI actually doing? Remember, I'm going to continue to buy more if it does, fall down. What's it looking like longer term? We can see that low point is where we are now, where it was at 29 cents. Could easily get up to $1. I know that's where a lot of people are looking for that to get to. How's it going? Good morning. Going to be a good day. It looks like it's going to be pretty good. We have 2 viewers over on Twitch. Thank you for viewing. 93 followers. Anybody who wants to follow me on Twitch, please do so. I'm going to try and do some gaming and stock talks over there as well. I'm not really 100% sure everything that's going to go into Twitch because I can't really become like an affiliate. I heard that if you stream on Twitch, you can only stream on Twitch. So, whatever. So what happens is the money I have in APHA stock, since it's not able to be traded. I think when things are being delisted, now I'm not 100% sure exactly with everything when it comes to a merger there, but when things are being delisted, you technically have to sell that stock yourself. You still own that position. It's still valued at whatever it's at. So if you're owning it and you still see it at a certain price, even though it was delisted, that's what the last price was. You have to be able to sell it to someone, even though it's very difficult to be able to do that. But I don't know if I don't think it's being transferred over. Like say that merger with Tilray. I don't think those stocks are being transferred over because that has been delisted. It's just been delisted. So I can't give you an opinion there. If you're still seeing it in your account, then that means you still own it. It's just not on a major exchange, and then you're going to need to sell that position somehow to some person, and you might want to research how you can do that. I don't think it will go to 2,300 again. Realistically, I could imagine lowest of 2,600. See, that's where I thought, but if I start to look at some of the information there, let's see. If I started to really look at it, you could see that it pulled back from 2,600 to 2,000, and then it will consistently pull back, but it doesn't ever like fall all the way back down. Now people are expecting that to happen, for it to drop down and massively increase after that full drop, but I don't know if that truly will happen. If it does, I'll buy a lot more and then wait for that to increase. But like I said, I see it coming down to 2,500 as a realistic move, but I'm hoping for 2,300. You know what I mean? So it's so tough. It's so tough. But you're probably right. I mean, let's say it how it is. I mean, no one can really predict exactly what the movement of crypto is going to be, because no one knew that that Bitcoin was going to get to 65,000, that Ethereum was going to get to 3,200, that Dogecoin was going to get to 40 cents. Like, nobody knew all of this stuff. Take a look at Nokia. What's Nokia doing? I think I still have Nokia on here. Let's just type it in. It is something I'm following. I think it's on the... So Nokia right now is up 3%. Yeah, 3.7%. We're seeing some pretty good growth there. Pretty good growth there. 3%, 3.9%. Pretty good, pretty good. Even in the good thing is in the pre-market, it didn't actually have that collapse after an increase, and it started to increase after that. So we're seeing that move. I know that Nokia got caught up in a lot of things. It got caught up in this whole mess. It was increasing steadily before we've seen that, and it was starting to flow up. You're starting to see that jump, but then all of a sudden it really jumped up towards that squeeze, something that was being like shorted. This wasn't a squeeze. This was just a massive increase that a lot of stocks seen. So it was definitely on an uptrend. We just had to get past that whole, and we're still not past it, the whole debacle of every stock being a buy. But now you're starting to see that really make its move. So it's good. It's really good. And you see that slow increase from $3.97 all the way up to $4.20, $4.30 something cents, and then increase to $4.90. So it's good. Yeah, I know it's the beginning of the month in crypto. End of the month option contracts liquidated, and now new month begins generally to see a range of 2 to 3 weeks. And then crypto tanks near the end of the month. At least that's been the last 5-month trend I've seen. That's interesting context there. I appreciate you looking at that research. Are you invested in a lot of crypto, or are you just looking for opportunities to get into it, or what? I don't know what does NSFW mean? What does that mean? May be considered offensive. So I guess it's not safe for work. Is that what that means? I wouldn't say that you bring this up because it might end up having, memes that, aren't okay for work. If that's the case, I don't know. I didn't place it there. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. But yeah, if you guys want to join the Reddit, the subreddit, definitely hit that link that's pinned to the chat. Not safe for work. Yeah. So yeah, it looks like FAMI is decreasing a little bit. It's now at where's FAMI at? I'm trying to buy some more. Where's FAMI at? Come on. Oh, recently viewed. Always making that mistake. Still don't know where it is. Looking at 1 day. So yeah, I'm holding about $160 worth. 300. Ooh. Sorry, that movement. If I could buy tangible gold and silver and with Bitcoin and Ethereum on my Money Metals account, it's here to stay and only gets bigger. I hear you. All right, so we got 328 people in here. Thank you everybody for showing up and hitting that like button. Anybody that became a member, thank you as well. If you want to become a member, it's right down there by the subscribe button, or you can join the Discord group. A lot of great people over there, very knowledgeable. Also, if you want to join the subreddit, it's pinned to the chat. Definitely do that. Didn't mean to rhyme, but I did. And if you want free stocks with Webull, make sure you click that link in the description. You'll get free stocks for signing up and depositing $100. But a lot of things are red. They were looking like they were turning green, but a lot of things are red. Coin is fluctuating. That's jumping up, really not really bouncing off of the 200 EMA, surpassing the 200 EMA, but hovering around it, finding that bounce there. interesting. It's going to be a low volume day. Like I said, typically Mondays and Fridays are low volume days based on the fact that people don't want to hold over the weekend for Fridays. During the week, they want to know how the week is going to go. So you don't really see a lot of volume that goes through. However, for OCGN, I think we're still making moves. Let's see, 13%. 13% up still. We're seeing very similar movement throughout. FAMI is starting to increase a little bit. It's good to know. It's good to see. Seeing that bounce off of 50 cents. I'm holding at 53 cents. Looking for that 50-cent increase to $1. I'll hold on to it for a while. Want to join the family, you know? There we go. And I'll keep buying. If it does go lower, I'll keep buying. I'm only buying 100 shares at a time. I want to sell these 80 T shares because I don't want them. It is at a loss right now because it was free stocks. These are free stocks. All the ones that are like single digits, they're all free stocks besides GameStop. I want to see GameStop. Oh, I have no positions in. Don't do that. I'll short the position. GE. That's up today. That's good. G is a mover. And AR. That's up as well. All right. So I own a number of positions here. Can't wait to see how that plays out. We have about 5 minutes. Looking like a red week. Looking for AMC to have a silent drop to buy more. Yes, because a giant wave is coming in the summer. Anyone who hit the dislike apparently has COVID because they have no taste. That's funny. That is funny. That is funny. I like that. Ugh. That's too funny. But yeah, I mean, I love the stream today. I love all the interaction. A lot of people that came through, the 5 members that joined today, I appreciate it. Anybody that else wants blah 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 blah. Anybody else that wants to join, please do so. Links right down there. Let's see. FAMI is making a little bit of a run here. Need that to go over 53.57. It's starting to decrease a little bit. So as it does decrease, guess who will buy more? This guy. So yeah, let's see where we're at. Yeah, we got 17 members. We got 8 online. Make sure you guys, comment. Let me know your memes, upvote things. Go ahead and do what you do on Reddit. Just really getting familiar with it. Let's see. HCMC got a little pump today, did it? Let's see. We have 3 minutes. HCMC. Yes, it did. Got a little bit of a pump. It's good to see. There's a lot of people that bought into the position. Is it too high? I don't know. This is where I just want to, not just follow people's positions, but also, support other people's positions. I'm not a person that's. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Been telling you to buy a GE. You should have kept that one. Bought in at $13.19. Yeah, I mean, I do like GE. Don't get me wrong. GE has been making moves, and Weeble has been pitching GE for a while, and every time I would just take it off the board because of the fact that I'm only holding a certain amount of shares, and I'm trying to focus on some of these shares and not buy more, but I keep buying more, so it's always interesting. But my sister got it too. It messed up her heart too. Yeah, I know COVID is a big thing. I understand. It was just I understand where hope was coming from. It's just a little joke about the fact that you lose taste and you lose your sense of smell. But there's a lot of people that have it worse. You know, obviously working for a hospital, you know, I see a lot of things. So if anybody, you know, felt really bad about a serious joke there, then it would have been me or my wife. But it was tasteful. It wasn't that bad. But you shouldn't joke heavy about COVID because it does, you know, affect a lot of people. Yeah. HCMC just a risk play, not too much fundamentals. How to win the lawsuit gets paid out and bought, and then you'll see some serious gains. Yeah, well, like I was saying, I mean, HCMC is a small amount. I don't really want to just put money into there because I've learned my lesson in putting a lot of money into penny stocks, but you know, it it does sometimes, you know, play out in a big way. But I have no opinions on HCMC. I always like to stay away from it. Um, but yeah, I think that's it, guys. I'm going to keep an eye on Ethereum, on Dogecoin, what's happening. Also, AMC. I'll try and do some updates later today. But make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell if you guys want to get notified or not get notified. Some people don't get notifications. Yeah, definitely do that. Also, if you want to join the subreddit, please do that because I want to be able to create those different types of videos. If you have any suggestions on things that we should focus on, whether it's like a full breakdown of a certain thing that's very popular, whether it's like SafeMoon or Dogecoin or Ethereum or whatever, or any type of scam that's out there, whether it's those people that are in my comment section that keep saying, you know, the WhatsApp, sign up for WhatsApp and you'll get Bitcoin or whatever, something like that. I don't know what they're saying. But it's a scam. It's not me. They're using my name and, you know, my picture and all that stuff. But yeah, if you wanna just vote on all that stuff, let me know what you want to hear. Also, don't be afraid to join either the Discord group or the membership for YouTube. But thank you guys again. Thank you guys again for sticking with me on a stream. There's 280 people here, and I appreciate that a lot. 467 likes. I appreciate that more than you know. People sent super chats, which is amazing, and 5 new members. So thank you again, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.